This video I'm going to explore and connect the Renogy Rover 60 amp MPPT charge controller to a 48-volt lithium battery and configure the controller to work with my system. So the first thing I need to do is use a smaller Phillips head screwdriver to remove the front cover, and that will expose the terminals and ports. The cover is held on by two screws, and after I have them unscrewed all the way, I will lift it from the bottom up and then pull down and out. The manual is very informative about what each terminal and port is, so I won't go into depth on those since this video is mainly about how to program this for a 48-volt lithium battery system. So next I will take a smaller flathead screwdriver and unscrew the third terminal from the left for the negative battery cable to insert the exposed end and then tighten it back up. I will do the same for the fifth terminal over from the left for the positive battery cable, and after I have the exposed end inserted and tightened down, I can move on to hooking up the batteries. So I will tilt the front cover down to slide it back on, and then use my smaller Phillips head screwdriver again to tighten the two screws up. I've made a compact 48-volt battery pack out of two 24-volt lithium batteries wired in series to use for testing solar hardware I find interesting. And it's really important to connect the charge controller to the batteries before connecting the solar panels, because not doing so can damage the controller. So that is what I'm doing here, but I am not using a switch on the positive side because this is just for testing, so when I connect the positive cable it will create a spark. The MPPT charge controller will then boot up, so now I can go through the settings to learn how to program it for my 48-volt system. The first option is the DC load, so I'll try to figure out how to turn it on and off, but the manual explains it. After pressing the down arrow for load, all I need to do now is hold the right arrow down for around 4 seconds. Doing so will turn it on and off, and then I will press the up and down arrows to make sure I'm still in manual mode, and then press the left arrow to exit and return to the previous page. So I press down for the option I want, and then press the right arrow to program that option, and then the left arrow to exit the program mode, and the left arrow again to go back. And now that I understand how to program the controller properly, I will press the down arrow until I get to settings, and then press the right arrow to start programming for my batteries. Then I will press the right arrow again on the battery system volume option, then press down to get to the 48-volt setting and press the right arrow to select it. I press down for the battery type and press right to program it, then up and down to go through and find the lithium option and press the right arrow to select it. Then I will press the down arrow to look through the rest of the settings, and it's important to note that this controller will multiply the 12-volt parameters based on the system it's configured for. And at the end there is an option to restore the factory default settings, so with that selected, I will press the right arrow, then the down button to select yes, and the right arrow again to reset the controller. Then I will press the left arrow 3 times to go back to the main screen, and then press down until I get to the settings again, where I can see it is no longer set for my lithium batteries. So I will go through all the system volume settings and set it back to my 48-volt system, and then go down to change the battery type back to lithium again. And that is all that I did to get my Renogy charge controller to work with my 48-volt lithium batteries. There are more options in the menu, but I have not taken the time to learn them yet. So I mount the controller on the wall and wire my solar panels to the PV terminals, and everything has been working as expected for well over a year now. Hopefully this video has helped, and feel free to ask any questions that you still may have in the comments. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more quick and on-point videos.